Good morning. Welcome to the Closers Cafe. It's Monday morning, October 6th, and I have a ton of things on my to-do list for the cafe this morning. This probably will end up being a bit of a longer session for those that enjoy that and want to hang out with me and maybe work alongside me to put together deals. So I will be on the session here. I'll be scheduling my monthly home value update email. That is something that I send to my entire database of people in my Bold Trail that I have their primary address. People in Bold Trail that I have the primary address for. And so I'm going to schedule that out. We're going to go through the swipe for leads for the day. The improvements that Sean, the developer, has made are phenomenal. And it seems like the users are enjoying it too, because we're getting more and more people signing up for the 7-day trial, which you can sign up for right there. Sign up for your 7-day trial right there. Is Propertunity? Is that Ryan Hartman? Is that the one and only Ryan Hartman commenting? Propertunity? I don't know if it is or not. Propertunity Knox is Ryan. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We are going to, what else is on my list today? We're going to do the home value update. We're going to do swipe for leads. I am going to dispo some deals. I'm going to find buyers for some deals. I'm going to call some listing agents on some deals so we can see if we can dispo those as well. I'm going to post an off-market opportunity to get some inbound buyer activity. And first, what I want to do, Shane in Denver. Good morning, sir. Hey, man, you got to do something about that, the thumbnail, buddy. We need a better thumbnail, right? Let's do something fun there. Use some AI. I was playing around with AI for my oldest son, helping him with some just confidence and mentality stuff. And man, it is wild what you can do with AI. Wild stuff. Okay, so here's what we're going to start with. Please comment below one win from the weekend. Honestly, it could be since Thursday, because Thursday is the last time we were live. One win and one thing you're committing to today. One action you will take today to grow your business. One win and one action you will take today to grow your business. I'm going to share two wins. I'm going to share a business win and a personal win. I'm going to share several. So I had a settlement on Friday while we were driving to go watch my oldest son at play at University of Louisville on Friday. My father-in-law and I. It was quite the trek we made, which if you're interested, I can outline that. But so we had a settlement on Friday, and then I had a listing go live Friday morning. We have multiple offers. We should be under contract on that one today. And one more win. I had one of my listings go under contract yesterday. So that was actually 3 wins, but whatever. And then personally, it was, I feel blessed and grateful that I got to see my oldest son play Friday at Louisville. And then I was coaching my oldest daughter the rest of the weekend, Saturday, Sunday in Richmond, Virginia. We put in a lot of miles, my father-in-law and I. Share, please, one win and one action item you are going to take today to grow your business. I would love to see those in the comments. Please, please, please share that for the benefit of all. So the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to do the weekly home value update. Now, what I use for this is something called iList. Okay, you can get a free 30-day trial, and it's just $77 per month. No contracts or long-term commitments, etc. And I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop this Google Doc as a link in the comments. Where are the comments here? So bear with me. I'm going to drop this so you all have this and you can swipe and deploy as you want. Google Doc for monthly home value update, email, text. Actually, I'll call it action plan because that's really what it is. So I'm going to drop that in the comments, and then I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to actually schedule it in my Bold Trail. Here's what this is. Once a month, I send an email, and the goal of the email is just to get the recipients to click and go look at their home value dashboard, their seller dashboard. After that email is sent, I send what Joe at iList calls a bump text. So I send a text message pointing them to the email. And then, and this is where the money happens, the next day, I message all of the people that looked, all of the homeowners that looked at their dashboard to see what has them interested in the home value. Okay, so it's like a 3-step process. It's a little dance. It's an email to get them to look at their dashboard. It's a bump text. Now, the text can only go to people that I can text, right? They're subscribed to text. And for me, I think right now that's like a third of the people that get the email, I can text message because a bunch of unsubscribed or I don't have a cell phone for, whatever. And then I message following up with the ones that looked at the seller dashboard. And that's where the opportunities come from. That's where I uncover, and I've turned this process. I really should track this better, but I would say just off the top of my head, I believe I've taken 4 or 5 listings this year from this process, which isn't like unbelievable, but I'm cultivating more opportunities every time I do this. Okay. I'm cultivating, I'm staying top of mind, I'm creating other opportunities as well. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to show you all the examples are in here. Okay. The emails that I use to drive them to their dashboard, then the bump texts, and I think I have a couple variations of that, and then the follow-up messages, which I have a couple variations of that. Okay. All of that is in here. You can check it out and get the free trial at growwithjosh.com/iList, the letter I, LIST. And it's in here. Now, I'm going to switch the view a little bit so it doesn't get ripped down by YouTube. And I'm going to go into Bold Trail. Now, iList integrates with a whole bunch of different CRM. So it integrates with Bold Trail. It integrates with Follow Up Boss. It integrates with Lofty, Wise Agent, Go High Level, and I think there's a couple more. Okay. If it doesn't integrate with your specific CRM, there's probably a solution where you can accomplish the same goal. And if you have questions about that, just drop a comment, shoot me a DM, or just call or text me directly, 717-571-0456. That's my personal cell phone. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to marketing. I'm going to go to the marketing tab, and I'm going to go to the scheduled mass emails. And I'm going to schedule an email. And I'm going to go has email, subscribed, has property address. I think this is the right one. Actually, here, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to show you, if you're using Bold Trail and you're not sure how to build the list of people to send this to, let's take a step back here. I'm going to walk you through it. Which, if you're not using Bold Trail, just figure out how to do it in whatever tool you're doing. So I'm going to choose, really all I need is, I'm going to go to contact details, okay? I'm going to go to contact details, and I'm going to choose has email, subscribed to emails, and has primary address. Has email, subscribed to emails, and has primary address. And I'm going to send it to all of them. I'm going to send it to all of them. And yeah, I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to go view results here. I'll show you how many people this will be sent to for me. It'll take a minute to load up here. And I'll make sure that it, I'm just doing this to check. So I've got about 4,400 people here that this is going to go to. So I'm going to go back over to marketing. Actually, no, I'm going to do this. So if you've never done this before, you're going to go save filters, and you can say has email subscribed, has property address. And I'm going to put the date just to know when I saved this. Now, and I'm going to pin it as well, because then it'll show up in my saved filters over here. Now I'm going to go to marketing. I'm going to go scheduled mass emails. I'm going to go schedule email, contacts, has, there it is right there. I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. I'm going to choose iList. Which template am I going to do here? iList home value update email 2, because last month I sent number 1, and I just cycle through. So I go 1, 2, 3. So they'll get one of these variations each quarter, basically. And here's what the email looks like. The PS is helpful because some will respond to that. Not a ton, but we will get some responses to the PS in the email. I'm going to schedule that email. It doesn't look like anything happened, so I'm going to do it again. There it is, an email with the same criteria. Sometimes there's just a little delay in Bold Trail. So if I hit refresh, it'll probably show up there. It'll take a minute to populate because I've got a lot of contacts and I've got a lot of scheduled emails that I've done over the years. There it is. So it's projected to go to 44,440. Now, that will go out tomorrow morning. I will then manually send the text, the bump text, to whoever is subscribed to that. So here's what that looks like. And I'll I'll put on my list to do this tomorrow so you can see what that looks like. And then Wednesday, we'll do the follow-ups to those folks that hit the dashboard. But you can see here, the saved filters are currently still there. So I'm going to go to contact details again. And now I'm going to say has phone, subscribe to SMS, and hit view results. And then this is the list that I'm going to send the bump text to. And the bump text, the only purpose of the bump text is to get more people. Well, it actually it serves several roles. Number one is to get more people to look at the text message or the email. The email. And number two, it also helps me clean up my data. Here's what I mean by that. The bump text message, or one variation of it, is this. Hey, first name, we just emailed you an updated parentheses automated value for your property at street address. Let me know if you don't see it in your inbox. Thanks. Okay. So what that does, I get a lot of people that reply and will say, I don't see it. So what I do then, and you'll see me do this tomorrow, is I confirm if I have the right email address for them. And if I do, then I encourage them to go find it in their spam or junk folder. So it actually serves three roles. Number one, it helps me clean up data. Number two, it gets more people to look at the email and ultimately click over to their seller dashboard. And number three, I also get to train some of the people that I have good data for to go and find my email in their spam and mark it as not spam. Okay. So it helps my deliverability, it gets me more engagement, and it creates more opportunities for that. So that was the first item on my list for today. Couldn't you show us to send out the email manually as well? Absolutely. I mean, so David, absolutely. Good call. Let me show that real quick. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to remove subscribe to SMS and has phone. So I'm going to go back to that 4,400. I scheduled that out with the marketing tab here under the scheduled mass emails. But if you have a smaller audience that you're sending to, or you want to do this work manually because it will help deliverability if you break it up, here's what you can do in Bold Trail. So there are 4,445 here. There are 18 pages of results because I've got selected 250 rows, which means I can send to 250 at one time. I can select all, hit email, search templates, and where are my templates? There it is. I can find that. I'm going to deselect include signature and hit send. So you could do that. And then if I had send that, which I'm not going to, so I'm going to say, yes, I don't want to send that. Then what I do is I go to page 2 and I send like that. I select and I send. It is tedious, but quite honestly, it doesn't take that long in reality. And it might be worth it depending on how big your list is, or again, how much time you have, or what tool you're using as well. So David, thank you for that. Good call. All right. I don't see anybody posting wins and actions they're committing to for the week. Please do that. Oh, I do see one. Cleaned up a bunch of code, finishing up my home landing page directed towards 3 client types. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for sharing. That was Shane in Denver. Okay, so next up on my list is I'm going to log into my Swipe for Leads account, get my fresh leads, and do my action items for the day. You can get a 7-day trial right there, 7-day trial right there. Swipe the number 4leads.com. And I'm going to show you can edit your criteria at any time here. You can check your lead count. So I've got 23 leads remaining for this criteria bucket. I'm gonna run with that. Sean also, the developer, published a few more updates and upgrades this weekend. So this is something that we are committed to continually making better for all of you using it, and in specifically to get you into more conversations with potentially distressed, motivated sellers, people that need to sell and need your help. Okay. So I'm going to get today's leads. It's generating my leads. Here we go. 5 fresh generated. So I'm going through my 5 here. I'm hearting the ones that I want. Take that one. Take that one. Take that one. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go to view my saved leads. Current day's activities. This is one of the updates and upgrades. Super, super easy. I literally tap send and I can send this message. And then go back in here. I'm tapping send message. Okay. Whoop. Where'd it go? View lead. Okay. Hold on. Am I saved? All right. Well, that's some interesting email addresses I'm seeing here. And I'm not zooming in here because it's got specific data, but it will also pre-populate text messages. as well. And you can send them. The whole point of this is for us to just make it easy for you to get into more conversations with potentially motivated sellers. This is great. I already have. I sent out a couple of messages on a couple of different things, a couple of text messages while I was prepping for the live stream. So this one is a seller that responded to cold outreach through my cold outreach engine. And I've been going back and forth with him. He's got a improved piece of commercial land that I have some potentially interested people on. And because I've established some rapport and relationship with him, we're going to get together. He might give me the pocket listing, and we'll see if we can bring him a buyer, and see if we can work for you. So I'm just trying to schedule an appointment with him. I am negotiating with a couple of the buyer's agents on the listing that we got multiple offers on this weekend. I am, I need to send there is a property that it was last Tuesday, where I was just calling I had 3 different properties that we were calling through to find buyers for. And I got the seller to lower her price. And so I'm going back to some of those buyers to see if anybody's interested at the lower price. I don't know why this doesn't want to send. For some reason, the seller gave me the photos in a Word doc, and I'm trying to send that to you and it won't go through. Can you shoot me the best email for you and I'll send it that way? And maybe, here's what I'm going to do. Problem solving. Okay. That's one of my core values. Problem solving. Figure it out. So for whatever reason, this seller sent me the images for the property as a Word doc. I don't know why, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it up here and see if we can we convert it to, open in Google Docs. I'm going to open it in Google Docs and see if I can then share that. Ooh, I think I can. Problem solving 101, FIO, baby. Figure it out. Also, negotiating with the buyer's agents. I got I got our best cash offer to come up slightly. Every little bit helps for the seller, right? Every little bit helps for the seller. Great week. Perfect. Okay, let me see here. Okay. All right. So, geez. All right. Some shares and some questions. Got a listing appointment over the weekend and a meeting with the seller tomorrow. Also going to create another new construction squeeze page and landing page for a different county today. Awesome. David, what I would encourage you is consider at least going deeper in one area versus trying to do this and this and this, right? So if there's an area that you want more opportunities in, focus on that area and how you can create a variety of different IDX squeeze pages for that same county. In other words, you could create one for the county that's all new construction. You could create one for the county that's recently price reduced new construction. You can create one for the county that's all new construction under X amount. You can create one for the county that's all new construction single family homes. You could create one that's all new construction townhomes and condos. You could create one that's all new construction. What are some other ones? 4+ bedrooms. You could create one that is all single story new construction, or new construction with a master on main, and you could do that all within one county. So, I mean, obviously, do what you think is best, but I think you'd be better going deeper in one specific county versus going wide, especially knowing that you're in a very populous area, a very densely populated area. Josh, what criteria are you using this morning for swipe for leads? Great question. So the criteria I used this morning is a zip code, 2+ bedrooms, property value 100 to 500, and vacant. So a zip code, 2+ bedrooms, property value 100 to 500, vacant, residential. And I've had a number of people asking me recently, what criteria or seller type right here should I start with, or would you recommend I start with? And I think they're all potentially great. Okay. But if you have to have an answer, it would be one of these three: absentee, out of state, tax default, or vacant. Absentee, out of state, tax default, or vacant is where I would start. And then you just pick one. And what I would do, see, this is what's really cool about the new feature that Sean added in here. You can check the lead count. So okay, I'm going to start with, maybe you say you're going to start with absentee. You're just going to do it down the list. You're going to start with absentee, out of state, and then go to tax default, and then vacant. Or maybe you're going to go reverse order: vacant, tax default, absentee, out of state, whatever. But you can check the lead count each time to make sure that you're going to get, what you have left in those. And you can just work. And that's another example of going deeper, going an inch wide and a mile deep with a specific audience. Okay. The other cool thing about that is when you find potentially interested parties or potential motivated sellers, if the property makes sense for an investor, you go and find the investor, and then you're playing back and forth, right? You find the active investors, and then you can find them more deals in that area that you're going deep on. What are your thoughts on focusing on renters and building relationships with multi-unit apartment buildings in today's market? I mean, it's not for me in any way, shape, or form, but it could be a great strategy for you. Like, the wonderful thing about real estate is there are literally an endless amounts or endless variety of ways for you to build your business, to get clients, to build a pipeline of business. But it's also one of the worst things about real estate, because it means we can have shiny object syndrome, and we can, if we don't have clarity around the type of business we want to build, we can lose our focus and just be, bending at every whim, right? That we're just, the wind is blowing this way and that. Here's the clarity that I have gotten around in my business recently is I want to work with sellers that have already decided to sell, and I want to work with investors on the other side of it, because there's always demand for that. I don't want to wait for the general population that is now, the turnover rate is now like every 13 or 14 years. I don't want to wait for that. I'm an impatient person. I want to go and create the business opportunities. Now I have things in place to make sure that when the people that already know, like, and trust me do need to sell their personal residence, when that 10 to 12 to 14 year cycle comes, that I'm going to get those opportunities. But as far as the day-to-day, I want to proactively be going after, I want to be able to go and proactively create business. So I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. That's what I'm focused on. That I am not suggesting that's what everybody on here should focus on. You need to spend time thinking about and getting clarity around what you want your business to be built upon. Okay, here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to call a couple of listing agents on properties. One of which I called 2 weeks ago, I think, on this session. Okay. I was working to find on-market opportunities. Shane, on-market opportunities. And I found one that I thought would make a great deal for an investor, but it had just gone under contract. And I planted a seed with the listing agent's name is Jan, that if something, I could tell there was some doubt with her, meaning like the contract wasn't a strong one. So I planted the seed and I said, you know, if that falls out for any reason, please call me. So I got an email, an automated email from the MLS yesterday morning, and I saw that it was back on market. So I texted her. I said, hey, Jan, it's Josh. Thanks. Oh, no, I'm sorry. So this was the text I sent after we talked. Hey, Jan, it's Josh. Thanks for taking my call. Please call and or text me if anything falls through on your listing at and the street address. And that was on Tuesday, September 23rd. So that must have been when I was looking for on-market deals. And I saw that it came back on the MLS yesterday morning. And I said, Jan, you were supposed to text me if it came back on market. Chat tomorrow. She said, I'm so sorry. My memory isn't what it used to be. LOL, all good. So I'm going to call her. And the reason why I'm calling her, well, you'll see why I'm calling her. I want to see if I can get some info out of her. Hopefully she answers.
Good morning, Jan Giro.
Jan, good morning. It's Josh Schoenly with EXP. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I'm doing some training for agents. Are you okay if I share this conversation? And
yeah, sure.
okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if not, I can put you off speaker. So I'm calling about 420 Chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that it came back on. I got the sense when we talked a couple of weeks ago that that the offer was good, but maybe that this would be the case. Are you at liberty to share what happened with that one and why it's back?
Yes, the buyer did a home inspection. He was okay with everything on the inspection, but when the inspector said those ceiling tiles may contain asbestos, that was enough for him.
That was a deal breaker. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any sense from your sellers if we could bring all cash close, like, as soon as title work is ready to go and settlement could have everything ready, how much wiggle room there might be?
We haven't discussed that.
Okay.
The problem being they had an appraisal done because they were going to sell it themselves, and the appraisal was for $160.
Okay. So they've got that stuck in their head because they
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. This is two sisters who put their house in their name against their attorney's advice. Okay. And I said to them, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to have to pay a capital gains tax, although I think we do have a way around that with the 1099 affidavit that has to be answered. There is a line at the very bottom that says that they don't get any of the proceeds. So I have to explore that.
Okay. So wait, so this is, and I forgot, hold on, let me pull the listing back up. So is this a probate or is this an estate?
No, neither.
Okay.
No, the one sister's a POA. Mom is in the beginning stages of dementia.
Okay.
How they think? They thought as long as they put it in their own, as long as they sold it themselves, they would not have to they would not have to pay a capital gains tax. And I said, nah, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with how it's sold.
Yeah.
So no, it's not probate. They made a mistake. They should have left it in mom's name
Okay.
and just moved forward as POA.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that. Their attorney, Brad Griffey, who's a good attorney in Carlisle, advised against it. And I'm not sure why they went against his advice, but then I said to them, yeah, you should listen to your attorney. But we'll figure it out. And if we don't, you're just going to have to pay it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's not an estate. No, and it's not in probate. It's mom's alive and well. She just has some dementia and that was starting to wander away from the home. So the one sister took her in and they thought they better get it sold so they could put that money aside for a nursing home. Should have come to that.
Okay. Okay. So is it free and clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The attic. Have you been in the attic?
Yes.
I mean, it looks like it could be finished. I mean, maybe some dormers or something like that.
Well, it has
Oh, it does have one. Yeah.
It actually has exposed walk up off the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very nice. I think it could easily be fixed, be refinished, and add more living space.
Yeah.
Maybe even add a master suite up there, but yeah, with two little knee rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Like a value add. How do we turn this into a 3-2 and drive the value on it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this was super helpful. Let me see what I can do. I've got a couple of guys that this would kind of be right up their alley.
Okay. Give me let me know.
And if we're able to do something on it, I assume we can go check it out anytime it's vacant.
Yeah, just put it in the just put it in the showing time. So
Totally.
Somebody's been in there. And
Totally.
It's on combo now, which is 15-16, but you'll get that
Yeah.
information when you I had to put it on combo for somebody else that wanted to look at or wrote an offer and wanted to bring their contractor through. So
Okay.
because he wanted to go real early in the morning before the thing was lockboxes would open.
Gotcha.
So I switched it out to combo. Actually, I need to change that in the MLS, I guess. I think it probably still says, I don't know if it still says Central Penn or not. Super not. I'll have to look real quick.
Okay.
I did change it in showing time.
Well, I'll figure it out. If I've got a guy or two that wants to go check it out, we'll figure out one way or the other. I'm going to reach out to them literally when we hang up and see if we can't get out there. If not this afternoon, tomorrow morning, maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
Josh.
Thanks, Jan. Super helpful. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So, this is a deal where this would be perfect for a flipper. And I could get the buy side and then the list side, right? So it's a low volume if you just look at price, but there's multiple transaction side opportunities and the opportunity to build a relationship with more investors. One of the reasons why I was looking at this property, the one that I was sharing, is I already have investor buyers that might be interested. So I'm going to start with the guys that I know are already potentially interested. And I'm going to message them now. And then I will show you, I'll use the tool that I used for the marathon session last week. And I've just been using constantly to find buyers and potentially proactively put deals together. So this is interesting. The first guy that I'm going to reach out to, was one of the guys that I reached out to on last Tuesday's session. He's, by his own description, a small-time investor. But I actually met him. I showed him a 2-unit on Thursday, actually on our way to Kentucky to see my son. It was on the way, and I was able to just coordinate that. So we stopped and look at this 2-unit. Not the right deal for him, but I don't care. It was more for me about building a relationship with a new potential client. So I met him there. I got a sense of what he's looking for. He's done a number of deals. He's done fix and flip. He's got a couple of rentals, and this is potentially a perfect deal for him. So I'm gonna text him. Hey Seth, great meeting with you on Thursday. Period. Hope you had a nice weekend. Not sure if you're still in Canada or not, but I have a possible fix and flip opportunity in Mount Holly Springs that made me think of you. Would you like me to email you the listing and my thoughts on it? Question mark. So that's number one. Number two, I have a guy in my head that I can't remember, but I think if I've done it correctly when I'm saving these potential clients in here, if I've done it correctly, yep. So because I have been strategically entering notes and information when I save potential buyers here, I was able to find him very quickly. Hey, Ben, hope you had a great weekend. Period. I have a possible fix and flip opportunity in Mount Holly. It's not exactly what you've described to me, but I thought it's something that you might have some level of interest in. Let me know if you'd like me to email you the details. I'm going to change that last thing. This is a huge, huge lesson that I constantly still forget. When you send something like that to a client or potential client, always end with a question, because it creates an expectation for them to respond one way or the other. And I'll give you some other examples that I used already earlier today that have gotten positive replies. Would it make sense for me to email you all the info on it? Question mark. That's number two. Morning, period. I've got a possible fix and flip opportunity in Mount Holly that I thought maybe you'd be interested in. Would you like me to email you the info on it? Question mark. So those are three active investors that I've built relation. I didn't know any of that. Seth, I didn't know before a week ago. Ben was actually, he came from cold outreach, looking for motivated sellers. And Saeed, I really need to confirm how to pronounce his name. I found him with the tool that I'll show in a minute here as well. So one of them already replied and wants the info. Hit like if you would like me to show you how I, respond in scenarios like this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assume that you're going to like and want this info here. So I'm going to send him the info on it, but I'm going to weave in another tool here. I'm going to use PropStream real quick to get a sense of what the comps would be if we're able to turn this into a 3-2. Okay. PropStream, growwithjosh.com/PS. Growwithjosh.com/PS. You can get a free trial when you sign up for the free trial. Email me and I can get you free marketing credits. I'm a big fan. They hook up my folks over there. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to put in the address here, and I'm going to go details, and I want to do comparable and nearby listings. Now, I want to find what we might be able to, what it would look like if we renovate the property to be a 3-2. Okay. What would it look like if we, so here we go. Here we go. Is this one? I'm hoping this is a good comp. Let's see what it looks like. 3-2. What does it look like? 1,300 square feet. For some reason, the image isn't showing up here. So let me see. I'm going to copy this. Okay. Why does it look like it's just a garage? This is not a great comp. It's not a great comp because it's not a similar property. What else can we find here? Well, I'm just going to play up what I think. What I think we might be able to do on it. So it's Mount Holly Springs, it's Carlisle Area School District. I'm gonna look and see what we can find. I'm gonna do the comping another way before I send this out because I want to make this a no-brainer decision for these potential buyers, and then I'm not going to leave it be with those 3. I'm going to find at least another 7 to 10 that I've been using a lot here, called Investor Base, which if you want, if that's something that you are interested in, just schedule a time or call or text me, so that we can, I can get you a good deal on it. I can get you a free trial, a reduced rate for the first month, etc. So let's see here, and I want square above grades, square footage, 1,000 to 1,500. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh, 15 acres. What the heck? That's not a comp. That's not a comp. That's not a comp. Come on, give me one good comp. Oh, all right. So maybe I'm going to go back a little farther. I'm going to go back a little farther, see if I can find one that is similar. Okay. Whew. 181. That's not great, except it's not improved. The pictures are terrible. What are we doing, agents? Come on. What are we doing? It's only on for 4 days. And it went over asking. All right. Well, I'm just gonna present it here. All right. I'm gonna record a Loom, and I'm gonna record it so that it is it's relevant. I'm not gonna make it personalized because I already have a connection with these folks. If I had not or did not already have a connection with all of these guys, meaning I've either met all of them in person or I've had numerous phone conversations with them, I would put their name flashing on my screen and I would make it very personalized. But I want to be able to record one video and send it to potentially many folks. So hopefully this doesn't jack up the live stream, but I'm going to use Loom. All right, here's the deal I was talking about. It's on market. It was under contract and it came back on market yesterday morning. The opportunity I see with this one is to add a owner suite on the second floor here. So, as it stands, I don't think it's, a huge opportunity, but I think that's where the value add could be with it. It was under contract with an owner occupant buyer, and they got a home inspection, and they were okay with everything other than the fact that the ceiling tiles may contain asbestos. That became the deal breaker for the buyer. It is vacant. It is owned free and clear. And if you're interested, we can go check it out anytime. We could throw out a verbal offer just to see, the temperature of where they're at with anything offer wise. But there's definitely motivation. I talked to the listing agent for, a fair amount of time this morning. Let me know what you think. And I can send you, the full MLS sheet with the disclosures as well. So I'm going to remove the silences and remove the filler words. Fix and flip in Mount Holly Springs. And I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to send this. So I'm going to text this. Okay, that's what it looks like to text it. Emailing you the MLS and disclosure info now. So I'm going to copy that email. The other two already replied as well. So I'm going to send them. So I'm going to email this. From Josh, possible fix and flip in Mount Holly Springs. Thanks, Josh. And I'm going to send. I'm going to try to. Come on. Here we go. From Josh, read disclosures. Cool. All right. So he said, hey, Seth said, hey, good morning. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen. Did I miss all of that? Here, let me show. This is what the video looks like. It's just me talking head with the MLS sheet. Okay. And I clicked to remove the silences and the 20 filler words. So it took it down to 75 seconds. Our trip was great. Thanks for asking. It was awesome to see him. Hope you have a safe flight back. Check this out when you have 75 seconds, and I will email you the info on it as well. So I'm going to send him. I don't know if it's an age thing, but I use the text to talk all the time now. And it's usually pretty good. Sometimes I got to clean it up, but it's usually pretty good. And I got to find Seth's email. Here's Seth. Copy. Paste this here. For Seth from Josh. 3 possible fix and flip in Mount Holly Springs. Thanks, Josh. Send him the disclosures as well. For Seth from Josh, 3 disclosures. And then Ben also replied as well. Sure, somebody I'll take a look. Right on. Check this out when you have 75 seconds, and I'll send you the details now. So I'm going to send him that Loom video. And copy. And I'm going to email him. Whoop. That's not right. I gotta copy his email. Why is it not copying? I'll just type it in. Yep, he's already in there. For Ben from Josh, 3 possible fix and flip in Mount Holly. Thanks, Josh. And now, what I'm going to do next, I may have to take a potty break soon. And then what I'm going to use is investor base to find other possible investors, because I want to demonstrate, take one result and turn it into more. So like, I'm not going to just rest on the fact that I already have 3 potential buyers. I want to keep building that asset so that when more deals come up like this, or, you know, whatever, that I'm just growing that base. That means I can, it's almost when you are building a database like this, and in this case, investor buyers, it almost becomes an ATM machine, meaning like you can just go and extract, you know, income for your business every time. Now you have to be of value and service and you know, like demonstrate, but you know, it is literally that level of asset for the offer deadline was last night. So that was me replying to an agent that doesn't read the MLS remarks or pay attention, because it was on a listing of mine that the offer deadline was last night. I am going to take a quick break. I will be right back. In the interim, number one, if you haven't already, I want you to share 1 win and 1 action you're going to take today to grow your business. And then when I come back, I am going to proactively find potential buyers for this deal, number 1. And number 2, I'm going to post an off-market deal on social media to bring me more inbound interested buyers as well. So I'm going to mute myself and I'll be right back. Okay. You also, in the interim, you could sign up for your free trial with swipe4leads.com. BRB. Hopefully fast enough. All right, we lost viewership, so I need everybody to give me a thumbs up so we can get the viewers back. Okay. All right. Let me grab this phone call real quick. Well, this is Josh. Hello, this is Josh. I ain't got time for spammers. We're trying to find some deals, people. We're trying to put some deals together. All right, a couple other text messages that I need to reply to, and then I'm going to go over to Investor Base, and we're going to find more potential buyers for this Mount Holly fix and flip. Okay, just wanted to make sure. I thought that was the case, but I wasn't 100% certain. So that was me. I had texted a voicemail that was still on my phone, and I couldn't remember if I talked to the person or not. And this is like, I don't know. I've just embraced having more fun and being just as transparent as possible when communicating with whether they're the general consumer, potential clients, or with other agents. Like, let's just have more fun, people. Like, life's too short. So I said, this is Josh with EXP. It looks like you called about the building lot we have for sale on Boots Hollow Road this weekend. Just making sure you got the info you were looking for. Parentheses, sorry, it was a crazy weekend and I can't remember if we chatted or not. LOL. Right? So I'm just like, just being open and honest. Okay, here. Yep, Jim, I will get back to you this afternoon. Thanks. This is a motivated seller lead that this is great. I have so many good stories. I hope you guys get values from this. So this guy called me last week and he said, I got your name and number from this other guy. And I was like, who is the other guy? Anyway, he said, this other guy, Chad, gave me your name and number. He said, you might be able to help me. I've got a property I need to sell and, potentially a couple others I might want to sell, blah, blah, blah. We went back and forth. I went out and I looked at the property, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. And we've just been negotiating back and forth to try and figure out a solution. This is one that I may want to buy. It's close by. It's got a great tenant in it, et cetera. And so, I'll keep you posted on what happens with that, but I'm going to make an offer on it, for myself. But the other part of this story and the lesson is I was trying to figure out who this Chad Wagner guy is because that's who referred me. Well, he called me on Saturday. So he called and I answered the phone, or maybe I would return the call. I think I had a missed call and I returned it, which is one of the things that I've been harping on a lot on these live calls. Don't return all your missed calls. Answer your phone and return your missed calls. Oop, yep. So I thought I had a missed call that I didn't return, but I returned them all. Okay. Return all your missed calls. So I call him back and he's like, yeah, this is Chad Wagner. And I was like, Chad, I was trying to track you down. I couldn't find your info for whatever reason. And I wanted to thank you for sending Jim my way. So I had a great conversation with him. And apparently he had reached out to me, I don't know, a couple of months ago, wanting to sell his property. And at the time he decided to keep it. But in our conversation, he said, yeah, I think I'm probably going to want to sell it again. After the first of the year. So I'm actually making a note for myself because I need to add him to my direct mail AI newsletter list. Okay, geez, bouncing all around here. But this time block is for conversations, and all of these are conversations, so it's all good, right? It's all good. All right, here we go. Where is Investor Base? Do I not have it open on here? Let me close out some tabs. Here. Clean up. Let's get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Oh, Ben's calling me. Morning. Good, buddy. How are you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's small. Yep. Well, the steps are already there. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Totally get it. Yep. Yep. Right. Yep. 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 Yeah. Well, actually, so they didn't. For whatever reason, it's two sisters selling mom's house. And for whatever reason, they thought it would be best to transfer it into their names and then sell it. They did not listen to the advice of an attorney that the listing agent recommended them reach out to. So it's free and clear. It was mom's house. They for whatever reason transferred it. So that's why you're seeing that recent transaction, but it actually wasn't. It was just an intra-family deal. Yep. 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 It's not worth it. Yep. Sure. Yep. Totally get it. And I'm not no judgment or pressure whatsoever on my part. I appreciate your feedback because it helps me make sure that I'm only bringing you stuff that actually would make sense for you. And if it's something you want to check out, great. But if not, like, look, I'm not going to have any hurt feelings whatsoever. Hmm. Yep. Yep. But not all of them are in the market at the same time. Like there's always like you just you're just kind of in the market, and when it all works out, great. And if not, you like you said, you got other stuff that keeps you plenty busy. Yep. Yeah, totally get it. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Right. You want at least a single, and every once in a while you hit a grand slam. Yep. Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, I appreciate it. If nothing else, it was good to chat. If you want to check it out, great. If not, I'll let you know when the next thing pops up. Just assume I got to keep looking. Yep. All good. Thanks, buddy. Have a great week. See ya. So here's what was great about that call, and then I'm going to get into investor base. Here's what was great about that call. I have a better like relationship and rapport with him now, and I have even more clarity around what is his buy box. Why is that important? Because I will know when it's a deal that he'll roll with. And he's already made verbal offers on at least one, if not two, off market, or I'm sorry, on market deals that I use the same process that I've been sharing here for as well. So like he's legit. He's a player. So that was a great call. And I apologize. I asked Jan because she's, it's um she's an agent, and I asked for her permission. I didn't want to ask permission in PA. It requires two-party authorization. So that's why I didn't share his side of the conversation, but he was just telling me more about what his buy box is. Okay. I'm going to go back to share my screen, and we're going to bring up investor base. This is, I would say that this is like this has been my secret weapon the last couple weeks of being able to create deals out of thin air. And if you are curious or interested about it, please just shoot me a DM or call or text me at 717-571-0456, and let's just chat about it. Or if you have a deal that you want to help dispo, I mean, I could help you dispo the deal, and you pay me a referral fee. We could do that as well. Okay, I'm going to go to my deals because I already put this one in this morning. So these are the potential buyers that are out there for this this property. And let's see here. So look at this. Purchased for sold for 140. That's interesting. Flip duration. So he did flip a property. It's a similar size. Well, who cares? I'm going to give him a call. Let's just give him a call. Here we go. 267. Oh, shoot. Here's why I said, oh, shoot. So I didn't look at the registered name. This is another real estate company and investor buyer clientele. And that's not going to make sense for me. So is this one. What I mean by that is like they'll just go and contract it themselves, right? They're not, it's just not going to make sense. This is the same, this fella is kind of the same deal. Let's see here. So this one was bought 23. Okay. This one might be worth a call. 462, 635. That's a bad number. 717. How's that, Jeffrey? This is not my fault. I thought that was the number that we had for Jeffrey. My apologies. Yep. Have a good week. All right. So wrong number. I'm going to email because that email seems like it's a good email. What happened to my Gmail? Must have closed it out. Here we go. Okay, so here's the subject line for Jeffrey, parentheses from Josh, RE : possible fix and flip deal in Mount Holly Springs. Hey, Jeffrey, looks like you may have flipped a property near hey, Jeffrey, are you in the market for any fix and flip projects? I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to make it short and sweet. Okay. And I'm not going to add him to the buyers list yet. What was this Eli White here? Wow. He bought that one really cheap. Holy smokes. Ron Turo. Ron might be a good one. Here we go. Let's see if I can get Ron. 0520. Okay. That seemed like it connected, but then hung up.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
I'm trying to reach Ron. I'm not sure if I have the right number or not. Yeah, trying to reach Ron Turo. Looks like maybe you'd flipped a property near one that's available right now. That could be another good opportunity. Just calling to see if you're in the market for any deals right now. If so, this is my direct cell. This is Josh Schoenly with EXP Realty. Feel free to call or text me back at this number. Thanks. All right. So let me see. Okay. All right. Let me check out one more possible. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good one. Okay. So not a ton of potential buyers. And what's interesting is it kind of matches up with the feedback that Ben gave me on the phone call, which is he doesn't like doing flips in boroughs because they're a little smaller. The buyer pool is not as large. And it just can be a little bit trickier to do deals. So that's probably why we're not seeing a ton there. But regardless, I'm going to use that as, or am I going to use that one, or what am I going to use here? Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to use this as a post that I'll walk you through my my posting strategy, my social posting strategy to get even more potential buyer leads. I use Canva to build a image. Fix and flip deal in Mount Holly Springs. So I'm just saying potential fix and flip deal in Mount Holly Springs. And I'm going to hit share on that. And then there are some local groups that I've been sharing these types of deals in. And so 717 Investors Group, that's one. Why do I have a pending post? What's the deal with that? What's my pending post? I don't know why that's pending. It's buns. I post this. Interested? Or know someone who might be? Shoot me a DM or call, text me at. And I'm going to put the rest of my, because I don't want to have any possibility of getting in trouble for putting my cell phone without other required info in the state of Pennsylvania. I'm going to copy all of that and post. And I think I'm going to post in one other one. Actually, two other ones. Let's go to Central PA. real estate investors. Paste that. And there's another real estate advertising group. Now there's some off-market groups, meaning like groups that are specific for posting off-market deals. I'm not going to post it there because it's on market. Like I want to, I don't want to be, I don't want it to feel like it's bait and switch to anyone. Okay. So we did that. We did that. What else is on my list for today? Okay. So I got, see, what happens is when you just keep doing the work, you just keep doing the work, doing the work, doing the work, you get stuff like this. I don't remember this person at all, but she emailed me Sunday morning. No, Sunday afternoon. Is it Sunday afternoon? I guess it was. I thought she emailed me before that. Whatever. Last several days, bit of a blur. She put the address here and she said, hello, I met you several years ago while scouting out houses for my son, Mark Hayes Curry. I'm now interested in the above for myself. I realize it'll need some work, but if it has the basic plumbing setup, I'm game. I would like to know the story in the basement. Was there a pipe burst and water sat, or is there an ongoing issue? Also, is the second floor in decent condition? Need some info before I drive 2 hours to see. Please advise is if this property is within your periphery. Thank you. Some major words. Also, if a call is easier to explain, I may be contacted at this number. I suggest you text first or leave a quick message because I get a ton of spam and don't answer unknown numbers. Don't we all? Don't we all? So what I'm going to do is I did message her. I want to call the listing agent, which will then give me some ammunition to call her and see. Here we go. All right. Her name is Joe.
Hello, this is Joanne.
Joanne, good morning. This is Josh with EXP Realty. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Hey, I'm doing training for some other agents. Are you okay with me sharing this combo?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, what combo?
Oh, no. Conversation, not combo publicly. No. We're not going to share anything that might compromise anyone.
Okay.
So I'm calling about 14005 Allen in Mount Union.
Yeah.
I have a client that reached out, curious about it, and so I'm trying to figure out what the scoop is on this because it looks pretty interesting.
Well, it used to be a beauty shop.
Okay.
So they only, I mean, that's how they, that's how it was used.
Okay.
And, but anyway,
what's the scoop in the basement? Is it
the basement? It's just a basement.
I know, but is there any ongoing water issues or anything? For some reason,
she does. Yeah, she's told me she does get water.
Okay.
I've asked her to put the downspouts, connect them better because I know that's part of the issue.
Okay.
So that's now what'd you say your name is?
This is Josh Schoenly with
Josh.
EXP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I had another agent text me this morning and wanted more information.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay.
Is Donald been on in your group?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of funny that I get two of you at the same time.
Yeah. Let me see here. I just want to make sure she had sent me a couple of questions. I want to make sure. So I assume that there wouldn't be any problems with it being used residential.
I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think it's zone commercial. I have to double check, see what I put here. But it would take a good bit to get it. I mean, it does have a bathroom downstairs. It's pretty much wide open
Okay.
as far as that goes.
Is there heat and plumbing on the second floor?
Commode up there for, I guess, maybe whoever used it back before it was a beauty shop.
Okay.
And as far as heating, I don't think so, because I know she uses mini splits on the first floor.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other. Okay. I think that's all I have.
There is a furnace in there. And
yeah, I did see that in the basement. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it would have heat upstairs. I just don't remember, because my pictures, I did take pictures. Well, I didn't take too many upstairs because it's the old plaster walls, and
okay.
It might even be laughing, the old horsehair plaster and all that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got potential. I mean, it would be nice for someone that needed a commercial, because of the parking lot. It's got a big parking lot. And,
yeah.
but yeah.
Okay.
But if someone wanted to convert it, it's possible.
All right. Well, this was super helpful. I'll let her know, and if it's something that she wants to check out in person, I'll. Did I see? Is it set up on showing time? No. Well, just
you can just text me.
Okay. Perfect. I will. I'll text you if we want to check it out.
All right.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Just spoke with the listing agent, period. There is ongoing water issues, quote unquote, in the basement. According to the listing agent, she thinks it could be as simple as getting downspouting properly set up. It sounds like the rainwater that's falling on the house is not getting away from the house, which is causing the moisture in the basement. There is plumbing to the second floor, and she believes there's heat up there as well. Obviously, the current usage was commercial. She believes residential usage wouldn't be a problem. And at some point, it was clearly a residential home. I think that was all that you had asked, but if I missed anything in there, let me know. It's obviously vacant and would be easy to go check out if we wanted to. There you go. So, all right. What else I got on my list? Golly, I may have to wrap up here because I'm going to need a snack or something. But I'm looking at my notes here. So I have a couple of motivated seller leads that came in over the weekend. And if you're interested in where those are coming from, you can check out, there's a resource in the description for my recommended motivated seller providers. And on my list today, like early afternoon, I'm going to spend a lot of time following up with some that are a little bit in limbo, just to see where they are at in the process, thought process wise, etc. I have an investor that we looked at some properties Thursday morning. We're kind of negotiating some potential offer ideas on that as well. And then we got to figure out what we're doing with one of the listings that I had go live on Thursday. We have multiple offers, and we want to get an executed agreement sometime today on that. So I got to work through that as well. Lots of fun stuff. Here's what I would wrap up by saying. Like, If you win the morning, you win the day. If you win Monday, you win the week. If you win early in the month, you win the month, right? So like the more momentum you can create early in the day, early in the week, early in the month, the better off it will be. And so, you know, I do my best to make Mondays about reaching out to the hit list, getting conversations flowing, uncovering where are the opportunities, you know, and where can we put together deals. And you know what? Actually, there's another deal that I'm going to look for more investor buyers for, because let me see here. Let me see what our buyers list. Whoops. My deals are. The seller just drastically lowered the number she's looking for on it. Why is it not in here? Did I not save that one? Apparently I didn't save it. So we'll go over here. And what is it? 1018 West Hannah, Houtzdale. I'm gonna go 5 mile radius. And I'm gonna go single family. So I'm searching for, this is a very rural area. And you know, I wanna see what we can find here. Ooh, man, hold on here. Hold on, I missed the boat. I definitely missed some of these. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. Oh, that's why I didn't see it. But why? Why were they not hit up here? Let me go back here. And oh, that's why. All right, so this one, there's no contact info, but he looks like potentially the best buyer for this. Although he bought a while ago. But let's see if we can find him. Let's see if we can find. Let me see if I can find this guy. So I'm going to go True People Search. Anthony. Let's see if I can find him in True People Search. Is this the right guy? I don't know that it is. I don't know that this is the right guy. Okay, I'm playing private investigator now because I want to help this woman. She's got a lot of pain. I think I can help her and be compensated, right? So again, I'm one of my core values that I am embracing, this idea of core values that was shared at the Agent to CEO conference a couple weeks ago. One of my core values is, you know, solving problems, right? FIO, figure it out. The better we are at solving problems, the more highly paid we become. So let me see here. So 926 Elizabeth Street. I'm going to go to PropStream and see. I don't think he owns it anymore, but I might be able to find some helpful data, some helpful info in here to help me identify who it is. Okay, so interesting. What is? So that seems to be inaccurate. Okay. Well, I don't think I can find him. And Robert Spencer. Oh, wait a minute. That's why. Hold on here. I didn't run the skip trace, but it's still not. Hold on. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to search again with the skip traced results. And let's see if we get, okay. Ah, now it came up. All right, all right. So 609, 3, 60. Looks like I have a good email for this guy as well. Well, that was the wrong number because that was Steve. I was looking for Anthony, but whatever. I'm going to try the other number, and then if not, I'm going to shoot an email to the email address. We'll see what comes. Okay. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Oh, you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to take this email, and I'm going to do the email search on True People Search. Aha. 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 Is that the right number? That's the one I tried. And that's the other one I tried. All right, well, let's see. I'm going to place it in here for Anthony from Josh. Deal available in Houtzdale. Hey, Anthony. Like you may have flipped a property a year or two ago in Houtzdale. Are you looking for any more deals in that area, or maybe know anyone who is? We'll see what comes of that one. Now, the next guy on the list, I can't remember if I already called. See, I'm dialing in my processes and trying to figure out how to better. I try to just take massive action, create massive momentum, and then figure out once I find things that are working, then figure out how do I systemize, and better. Okay, so I haven't called this person. How do I then take what's working and better optimize? Okay, so I'm going to call this one. Well, I'm going to try and call this one. Not sure what's going on. Not doing anything. I'm going to try again. Well, it's not ringing. I got an email. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to send him the same email I sent Anthony. I'm going to go find my email that I sent to Anthony. I'm going to, where did that go? Right here. I'm going to get that email again and see if we can find a different number for him with True People Search. Okay, so I got the right number. So that's a landline. There's no, I'm going to try that number one more time. It's just not even ringing. It's not doing anything. Well, it's not ringing still. And so we're going to move it along. RX housing. I don't know what that is. That seems like something odd. Let me see if this one.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 81455341661 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Lauren, hi, my name is Josh Schoenly. It looks like you might be an investor in the Houtzdale area, and I've got a deal we're looking to unload, helping out a seller up there. And I was curious if you're in the market for any deals right now. If you could let me know. This is my personal cell. I'll shoot you a text as well. And you know, if it's something of interest, I can give you more info, photos, and if you want to check it out, great. If not, no big deal. Thanks. All right, so I'm going to text as well. This is not a blue text, so they either have an Android or whatever. It's Josh. Just left you a voicemail. Are you in the market for a deal in Houtzdale? Wait. Looks like you might be an investor in the Houtzdale area. Looking for any deals right now? One that the seller is looking to unload fast. Thanks. Okay, sent that, and I have the email, so I'm going to email too. Looks like you may be an investor in the Houtzdale area. Are you looking for any more deals right now? I kind of reframed it so it kind of works for everybody instead of like saying fix and flip, landlord, whatever. Rachel, let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's call this one. I don't know if this is valuable or helpful to anybody, but you know, if you have, I would love your feedback. Good, bad, or ugly. What you think about this? I talked with this person. Let's see here. This one seems to have a bunch as well. This one's not ringing. That was not ringing for some reason. That who was that one? It was this one. Oh, there was a possible email. I don't know. The name doesn't seem to match the. The name doesn't match the email, so I'm just going to take out who the name is. Send that. I talked with him. Properties. Well, I'll give this one a whirl. 814 511 1059. Yeah, hi, is that Deborah?
Yes, this is Shane.
Deborah, my name is Josh, and I'm calling because it looks like you might be an investor in the Houtzdale area. Is that right?
Depends what you mean by investor.
Well, it looks like you own. It looks like you own some properties. Here's the reason for my call. I have a seller who's very motivated and looking to unload a property in Houtzdale, and we're just reaching out to potential buyers to see if we can help her get it off her plate. So I don't know if you're actively in the market or know somebody who might be, but if so, I'd be happy to send you all the info we have on it. Yep, it's okay. It's 1018 West Hannah Street. Yeah. Yep. Not interested at any price. Okay. Well, fair enough. Good. Just curious, so I can give her feedback. Is it the location or? Okay. 30. Oh, no. This is a different property. This is a single family. Okay. You're only looking at, you only do multi? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. If we found a multi in the area, is that something you'd be interested in? Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Yes, I do. I know. Well, if we come across a multifamily in the area, I will certainly give you a buzz. I appreciate the time. Yeah, have a great week. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, that was a funny conversation. She's only interested in multi-units. I called this guy. Let me check this one again. What? Oh yeah, he referred me to another guy. That's what happened with that one. I'm not sure why I called who I called on this one before, because I definitely called some of these folks, but not all of them. I talked with him. Vincent, hey, my name is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like you are an investor in the Houtzdale area, or at least own some investment properties in that area. And I'm working with a seller that has one that she would really like to unload quickly. Not sure if you might be in the market or maybe know anyone who might be. If so, this is my personal cell. You can call or text me 717-571-0456. Thanks. That was like a weird voicemail. I'm going to text this person. Yeah, it's a green text. So, let's see here. I'm gonna send that text as well. see, and I'll make a couple more, and then I do need to wrap up. I need to recharge. I talked with him. Did I talk with this one? I think I talked with this guy. I think I called this one. I got the right number. Frank, hey, my name is Josh. Looks like you might be an active investor in like the Houtzdale area. And I have a seller that we're working with that has one nearby, the one that you bought on Ramey, that is, or in Ramey, that she is looking to unload and get rid of it quickly. Not sure if you're in the market, but if so, this is my personal cell, 717-571-0456. I'm going to shoot you a text as well. Let's see here. And that was the right number because he said his name and it matched. So I know I've got the right number. So I'm just going to send him a text message as well. And I'm going to make a couple more calls, and then we're going to call it a day, at least as far as this goes. Okay, let's see here. This email doesn't match up, so I'm not going to email this one. But I've been emailing while the phone is ringing. That way, they have me in multiple different boxes. Hi, I'm trying to reach Nathan Bloom. It looks like he might be an investor in the Houtzdale area, and we have a seller that we're working with that has one that she would like to unload quickly. Not sure if you're in the market, but if so, this is my personal cell, 717-571-0456. Thanks. That was like a house phone, even though it says cell phone. But you could tell it was it was like an old school answering machine. There's a couple more here that I'm going to call, and then we're going to wrap it up. That is not the right number for Nathan. All right, next, 814. Hi, is that Bernadette? Good morning. My name is Josh. I am calling because it looks like you might be an investor in the Houtzdale area. Is that right? So I'm with EXP Realty, and I'm calling because we have a seller that's looking to unload a property in that area quickly, and we're just reaching out to who, at least it appears, are active investors. I know this call's out of the blue, but I'm just curious if you're. Yeah, no, totally get it. 1018 West Hannah Street in Houtzdale. Yeah, it's a house. 30. Mm-hmm. Is this your cell? I'll text you the address, the photos I have on it, and I would certainly appreciate it if you know of anybody that might be interested. Have them give me a buzz or shoot me a text. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, Bernadette, and sorry to catch you off guard there. All right, thanks. You too. Bye bye. So not something that she's interested in, but she said she would share. It sounds like she is well connected. Hey, Bernadette. It's Josh. Thanks for the time. Address is 1018 West Hannah Street. Pics. I'm going to share that. I'm going to share the Google Doc that has the photos. Again, I don't know why it was a Google Doc, but whatever. Just use what you got. Problem solve. Problem solve. Figure it out. FIO, baby. FIO. BPO photos. Oh, whatever. Beautiful. Couple more calls. That went so well. Might as well make a couple more. Who knows? Let's see here. Marcia. 1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 3, 8, 8. This is fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for you guys, but I like having these conversations and seeing what we can put together. How's that, Marcia? Marcia, good morning. My name is Josh, and I'm calling because it looks like you might be an investor in the Houtzdale area, and we have a seller who's looking to unload a property quickly. And I'm just calling to see if you're in the market for any deals right now, or if you know of anybody who might be. So she's looking for 30. It's 1018 West Hannah Street. And I can text, if this is your cell phone, I can text you the address and the photos we have from her. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I will, as soon as we hang up, I'll send you that. And if you want to check it out, you can check it out whenever you want. It's vacant, and yeah, she's looking to move it quick. It's Josh Schoenly. I'll share that. I'll share my full contact info when I text you as well. Awesome. Thanks, Marcia. I appreciate it. I'll get that right over to you. Bye-bye. See, you just keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. Hey, Marcia, thanks for taking my call. 1018 West Hannah Street. Pics. Paste. I got people texting me back like crazy. I'm gonna share my contact info. All right, so let's see here. I already got somebody that messaged me from the social post that I made. I'm going to call a couple more of these and then we'll call it a day. John, hey, this is Josh. I'm calling because it looks like you are an investor in the Houtzdale area, maybe not specifically there, but nearby. And we are working with a seller that has a property she's looking to unload quickly, pretty cheap. And I'm just curious if you're looking for any deals right now, or maybe you know anybody who might be. This is my personal cell phone, 717-571-0456. I'll shoot you a text as well. Let me know. Thanks. Okay. This is blue text, so that's good. Beep, 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 beep. That was John. Message John here. All right. Let me catch up on a couple of here. Text that came back. I got somebody, send me the address and a price. 1018 West Hannah Street. 30K OBO. Pics. Get the link for the pics. That was Frank, who I just left a voicemail for. And we'll go to the next one. Let's go to Brian. Brian, you're next up on the Real Estate Investor Hotline. I don't know why I said that. Oh, that's not a good phone number for him. So let's try this one. 48 669. Wow, that was definitely not, that was the wrong name, and it was the Michigan State Police or something like that. Woo! Get out of that one as quickly as possible. I don't know what that was about. Let me see if there's one other number here. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just curious what the, oh boy, I need to charge my computer. That's how long we've been going here. I'm almost out of battery on my computer. So I sent an email to this one. Yeah, see that. Wait. Yeah. Good morning, sir. How are you?
All right, how you doing, Josh? Appreciate you, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hey, just so you know, I'm live streaming right now. Are you cool with me live streaming this convo?
I'm not sure if you want me to live stream this convo.
Wait, what? Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, the reason why I was calling about the 4 leads, the swipe for leads.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Where are you getting the information, the data?
So it's coming from batch data.
It's coming from batch. Okay.
Yeah, we're paying a pretty penny for their data.
Okay. Now, the area that I have selected, I live in that area, and all of the properties that I've been getting so far have been right in that, it's like within 2 to 3 miles of my house. So of the 20 leads that I've gotten, I've gone by because I wanted to go ahead and try to start by doing, going straight to the door.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All of them are occupied. I did vacant, but every last one of them have been occupied.
Okay.
It's been someone at the house. So I just wanted to find out, why are they saying that they're vacant? Now, although I have checked them, like on a NMLS and things like that, and I've seen where they may have sold in the last 4 to 5 years, and they may have been vacant at that time or something. how old is the data and things
Oh,
like that.
I mean, so the data, so the vacant criteria is based upon the USPS. So for whatever reason, those properties, according to USPS, are getting mail returned as being not occupied. So it might be a weird anomaly in your area. Waverly, I'm just telling you where they get that data. What I would suggest is, I mean, this is kind of obvious, but I would try a different seller type. Because for whatever reason, and honestly, like, let's face it, like the USPS, I mean, maybe they're being lazy, maybe they're being like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what would be causing that disconnect. It's good information to have. So like, I'm glad that you're sharing this.
That's what I wanted to do, because I know that you all are, kind of getting this started and everything. And
yeah, I'll share here.
You wanted me to do it on the live stream though.
Oh, I don't care. Listen, I don't try and hide anything, man. I try to be like, I
know you're a straight up type of guy. So
yeah, man. Like, look, if something's not right, let's get it out in the open and let's figure it out. I'm going to share the exact. Okay, so vacant properties that are flagged vacant by the USPS, U.S. Postal Service, will appear when you utilize the vacant property. Oh, yeah, it's just flagged as vacant by the U.S. Postal Service. So something, I don't know why they're being flagged as vacant. I don't know what the what that is. Now, this is good to know, because it is possible the way the data is being interpreted is the problem. So let's not do this live, but can you text or email me the zip code or the city? I don't know if you chose zip code or city, but can you send me what that is? And I'll have Sean dig in to that data to determine, is it that the data is flawed, or is it something with the way the data is being filtered by the app that is flawed? So we can at least know, is it either or the batch or the U.S. Postal Service is the problem, or the app itself is something's not communicating correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I have something else that I want to say, but I definitely don't want to do it on the live stream.
Well, how about this? I'm about to wrap up anyway. I just got to make a couple more calls, and then I'll call you right back. But in the meantime, if you can send me.
Call me right back? I do want to.
Yeah. I'll call you. Literally, it'll be like 5 minutes.
Okay, appreciate it.
Sweet. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks, John.
I'll call you right back. See ya.
All right, bye.
Unexpected, but whatever, right? We're trying. Look, it's not perfect. It's a work in progress, but we need that kind of feedback so we can make it better for all of you. It is literally light years better than it was 3 weeks ago, the Swipe for Leads web app. And we're committed to continue to make it better and better. Let me make a few more calls, and then we are going to call it a day as far as the live stream, not call it a day. In general, what are some of these showing bought for 3,000? That is weird. I don't know if they bought these at tax sale. Maybe they bought them at tax sale, and they're also very far out. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up with that. I would say that I had enough positive replies to what was, those calls that I was making there to kind of wrap on that. So tomorrow, what we'll do, a whole bunch where I'm going to do more of this stuff because I'll have more deals to dispo by tomorrow and work through. So I'm going to do more of that work. I'm going to do the bump text to the home value market update that we did at the beginning of this. And if you have questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, etc., that you would like help with or would like feedback on, please don't hesitate to ask. You can drop a comment. You can call or text me direct, or you can shoot me a DM as well. Thanks so much. Get out there and take action so that you can come back tomorrow and share wins that you may have created, or more action items to commit to. I just missed a call back. I don't know why it went right to voicemail. This is one of the investors that I called. Nope. And then it's disconnecting. That's weird. It's a blue text too. Looks like you tried to call back, but for some reason the phone's not connecting. Well, I'll let you know how that one went. And hopefully by tomorrow, I'll have another win to share. We'll have something under contract. Either the listing that went live this weekend, the one that I was calling about today, or maybe another one. Maybe that fix and flip in Mount Holly. We'll see. Who knows? Time will tell. See you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Take action and talk soon.